It's a fun time of year to celebrate the transition, the start of spring. There is one spring tradition, though, that some of us could likely do without. It turns out, however, spring cleaning has many more benefits beyond just a tidy and organized home. Decluttering and scrubbing baseboards can boost your energy, clear your mind, and give you the fresh, renewed feeling that you're craving this time of year. Professional cleaner Briana Lybbert is joining me to share a few cleaning benefits you probably didn't realize. This sounds like a pep talk that's coming. Is it a pep talk?
Sure,
okay.
It's a pep talk. It's a pep talk. No, it's science. The science behind cleaning is probably my favorite thing about it. Actually, I'm really excited to do this because I am really passionate about cleaning and people think I'm crazy. Well, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not crazy.
I'm sure you're asked a lot. Do you just love to clean? Like, is that just in you? There are those people that really get a high off of like a clean counter.
Yeah, and I am one of those people.
I am too.
And it's a little weird, I know. But I'm going to talk about like the really, really cool science behind all of it that makes it worthwhile and like why I love it.
You realized at one point that not only do you love a clean counter, but there are kind of therapeutic benefits that you feel.
Yeah, so when I was a kid, actually, when things were like chaotic or crazy in the house, I didn't really know how to help with that. And I had a little bit of an upbringing, well, we'll say. But that aside, I kind of just didn't know what to do. And one day I had the thought, you know, I'm just going to go do the dishes. Maybe that'll help with like some of the things that I can't control.
What you were feeling,
yeah. So I did. And you know what? I felt better. The house was a little cleaner. It helped my parents' mood. They were happy that their daughter just did the dishes. And having a clean home actually helps reduce contention and discord in the house because no one feels good when things are messy.
Yeah.
So that became my go-to. That became my go-to. I just would clean when things were contentious. Stressful. Yes, that was my coping mechanism. And I didn't realize until I was older that there's actual scientific therapeutic results from that I was benefiting from and didn't know as a kid.
You've taken a dive into the science, and there are some interesting points to draw attention to. The first is that cleaning can improve your physical and your financial health.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a quick one really fast. We'll just talk, we can talk physical a little bit in a second, but financial health, yeah. So let's talk about filter replacement. This is a simple thing. It helps to improve our air quality, which we're talking about like odors, allergens, different things like that. And if you're replacing your filters, which you probably don't know, you should be replacing them once a month, which seems so frequent. It will spare your HVAC system, it will keep it running longer, and your utility bill will come down. So you're fine. And if you take care of your garbage disposals and your dishwashers and really clean them, they're gonna last you longer, they're gonna work better, and they're gonna all be easier on your utility bill if they're running how they're supposed to be running. Okay, so take care of your things.
There's the challenge.
Replace your filter.
Yeah, cleaning also symbolizes this fresh start.
Yes.
Like we feel it from the inside out.
Yes. Like springtime, everything's coming back to life. We're getting old, out with the old, in with the new. So I think that a lot of times we get overwhelmed. So in order to not overwhelm, don't try and bite off your entire house, your entire yard, everything. Start small. That's the challenge here. One drawer. Start with one drawer. See how good you feel after one drawer, and then move on to something else if you have time to do it. And you might get a lot further than you think.
And it goes beyond just the feel good. Like mental health, science shows us, research proves, is improved if we have a clean, tidy, organized space.
Yes, this is my favorite section, is the mental health. So I'm going to talk about that for 1 second. This is really what I think where it came like really personal for me because I saw the improvements from this. Let's just talk about health for 1 second. If we exercise like 0 to 30 minutes, and by exercise I mean walk. Let's move your body. Move your body. That's it. We're seeing an improvement in our cortisol levels, our blood flow, our sugar levels in 30 minutes. The 30 to 60 minute range is where it gets really cool because 30 minutes is where we get fat burning. Everybody wants the fat burning, right? 30 minutes is where we get that. 45 minutes was my happy place. That is where our brain, our overstimulation calms, our overthinking calms. I had a boyfriend once tell me that I overanalyzed, and I was super insulted in high school by this, right? And then I realized, oh my gosh, he's right. Which is why I think the 45-minute piece is like, that's my happy place.
That's
my
your
brain,
mark.
it calms down, everything just gets easier. And 60 minutes is our real happy place. That's where the dopamine hits. So we got like the triple threat from the last 30 minutes. We got fat burning, dopamine hitting, and our brain is calming down. Yeah. Now, if we're gonna double that, have you ever heard of grounding?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know all the science behind it, but I do know that it works. When my hands are in soil or out in the backyard, or when you smell someone cutting their grass, there are actual chemical reactions in your brain that bring happiness. The sunshine brings happiness, right? Okay. So if we want all the wins here, we're gonna be outside for 15 minutes to an hour if you can, but not just 15 minutes if that's all you've got. Get outside, get your hands dirty. Plant, mow, weed, play with your kids in the grass,
take
your shoes off.
This is where your exercising analogy turns into a cleaning analogy because we're doing both.
We're doing both.
Yeah.
And then here's the best part is you got a workout without having to go to the gym and stress about that. And now you have a cleaner house and a better yard, and you get all the scientific results from it.
Yes.
Literally had a doctor tell me if he could put it into a pill, exercise and sunshine, he would, and it would be the most prescribed pill, and it would fix most of the problems that we have.
Okay, so we'll check that box and take that challenge.
Yep.
As we talk about overall order, there's a calm and there's a balance. And again, that's not just something that you think you feel, you actually do.
It's real. It's real. One, think about when your house is cluttered and disorganized, even like, I can't find the keys or I can't find a kid's shoe, and it's like this added anxiety and stress trying to get out of the house. And it's like panic mode, and now we're extra stressed, and there's extra, So in order to get rid of that, having a calm, balanced house that's organized makes a huge difference. Now, I also don't want to overwhelm people because it's like, well, where do I start? My house isn't there yet.
Yeah, give us a challenge.
I'm not there yet. So the challenge is to create one space. Get one space in your house that makes you feel comfortable, that you can connect, whether it's, with God or with grounding, doing some yoga, doing some like self-help reading here.
But your own little corner.
Your corner, and it cannot be your bed. Bed is for sleep only. If you need sleep, go to your bed. If you're reading a book or doing something else, find a corner, find a nook, a floor, and it has to be clean and peaceful. So you at least have your own little serenity for the moment. And then you can try to expand that through the house as you go, but don't feel overwhelmed.
We moved a couple of years ago, and it was interesting as we got our bearings and tried to find our place in this new space.
Yes.
Everyone started to gravitate to that formal room.
Yeah.
Probably for the reasons you described.
It's clean.
Yeah, but I do find people in there reading or, scrolling sometimes. Mark will go in there, the kids will go in there, but it does become what you described, that refuge. So
Just
one little place, and then let it leak out. Briana, thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Where can we get more from you?
thismessylife.com and thismessylife on Instagram. We always have fun tips, tricks, and cool little hacks and stuff.
You're good at what you do. This Messy Life, and this was so much more than a pep talk. So thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much.